Way of life. A desolate land is a land thirsty of farmers, and because we know how important farmers are to every nation, that's why we reintroduce to you the Voice of the Farmers. Voice of the Farmers is a media brand that celebrates, educates, and promotes farmers with constant trainees and guide on how best to be a successful farmer. We also link farmers to the right markets to sell their produce and to the right marketers. Voice of the Farmers is active on Facebook, Instagram, and Thread at Voice of the Farmers. We are also on YouTube at Voice of the Farmers TV. For more inquiry on how to link up with Voice of the Farmers, please call 0907 872 8228 or 0706 662 8752. Voice of the Farmers. We celebrate, educate, and promote farmers. E pass wetin you go just break, e comot, e chop, abi you soak garri. Yes o, coconut e pass chop. Coconut na one fruit wey everything for im body plus even the shell e get important use. You sef no know ba? Na why you got to patronize TUJ coconut products. TUJ coconut products na 100% from coconut. Talk about coconut oil wey dem dey use treat arthritis, coconut oil for cooking, coconut flour, coconut chips, coconut swallow, coconut oil, cold press and hot press, plus all the coconut products wey you dey find. Our head office dey number 12 Adebowale Caroline Street off Winner Street, Aradagun, Badagry. We also dey deliver for anywhere for inside Naija abi outside Naija. All you need to do na to call us abi chat us for this number 0806 475 4853 0806 475 4853. Abi make you follow us for all our social media pages at TUJ Coconuts. TUJ Coconut Products na chiamo for different better coconut products wey you dey find.
Yes, good evening wherever you are watching us from. My name is Garba Fisolumide, reporting live for Voice of the Farmer. You know, when it comes to agriculture, when it comes to advocating for farmers, when it comes to linking farmers to the end consumer, when it comes to getting opportunities for farmers, that is what I do at Voice of the Farmer here. So I want to say a very big thank you to everybody that joined us this evening on this show. You know, yesterday we had a show like this yesterday as well, where we hosted Miss Deborah, where she spoke to us about Dodo Ikiri. Yes, that was what she spoke to us about yesterday. And today again, we have someone in the house again that is going to be talking to us about our product as well too. You know, these are young females, our young girls are just doing something awesome, something spectacular, and that is why we have Mrs. Mariam Adebayo in the back end in the studio with us today that will be talking to us about their product at their company. You know, one of the things that really fascinates me to her is the branding of that product. And you know some of the things she does from dates, that's Debino that you know, that I think people know it as Debino because we bought it from Aboki and at least get some of this thing from Aboki as well. But you know, she made a lot of products from Debino, and definitely we'll be talking to her about some of the things she does from this date and how she was able to go about them and what inspired her to even come up with that kind of product. Before we go to Miss Mariam, that is Mrs. Mariam, let us just go on this short break. And I want to say a very big thank you for you joining us on this show. I want to believe, and I know you are not going to regret joining because you are going to learn a lot from what we are going to be discussing with Mrs. Mariam Adebayo. Let us just go on this short break. We'll be right back.
Farming is not just a job. Farming is a way of life. A desolate land is a land thirsty of farmers, and because we know how important farmers are to every nation, that's why we reintroduce to you the Voice of the Farmers. Voice of the Farmers is a media brand that celebrates, educates, and promotes farmers with constant trainees and guide on how best to be a successful farmer. We also link farmers to the right markets to sell their produce and to the right marketers. Voice of the Farmers is active on Facebook, Instagram, and Thread at Voice of the Farmers. We are also on YouTube at Voice of the Farmers TV. For more inquiry on how to link up with Voice of the Farmers, please call 0907 872 8228 or 0706 662 8752. Voice of the Farmers. We celebrate, educate, and promote farmers.
Yes, welcome back from that short break. Let me just bring her on board. I think she's at the back end, and definitely we'll be talking to her about one of the things she does from the product. Yes, I love that smile. Yes, good evening, Mrs. Mariam Adebayo. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening, sir. How you
Yes.
doing?
Yes, I'm very fine. I'm very fine. Before I allow you to say some to say anything at all, I think I want people to see that brand that we want to talk about this evening. So just give me a moment. I think people need to see, the branding alone. It's something that really, really look at it. Look at this. Don't you like what you are seeing? This is just the normal date that we know. This normal debut. Let me show you another thing again before she starts talking. She can just see the branding. One of the things that we the youth need to also put in place is that you need to choose your color right and also make sure you do your branding very well. Yes, I want to give it to you, Miss Miriam. I love your brand, and I even have them with me on my table here in the studio. Here, definitely, I'm going to be talking about it now. For people that are watching you for the first time, maybe they are meeting you for the first time. I want you to introduce yourself and let us know the company you are working with. Yes, thank you.
All right. To be very brief, thank you very much for this, opportunity. Right. So my name is Mariam Adebayo, and I'm founder of Madeochills. So Madeochills is an healthy brand, right? So we use dates to create varieties of delicious alternatives that has huge medicinal advantages. So our product could help you fight against diabetes, hypertension, and so in essence, when you take our product, you can eat sweet things, but you're sure that you're not gonna have any harmful in your body as a result of sugar, excessive intake of sugar, and all of that. Yes, so I'm actually also a lawyer, and I am also very passionate about agriculture. Yeah.
Yes, awesome, awesome. I think people don't even want you to talk a lot. They are just dropping that comment. They said the packaging is beautiful to the eyes. So I want to say a very big thank you to you again. Well done, Miriam. That is a good packaging and it's awesome from you. Now you've let us know that yes, you are a lawyer by profession and also you are passionate about agriculture. Now what's really 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 made me to say yes. Let me talk to you is just that I see you doing something spectacular, something very different. You are getting something from what people don't even know you can get something from. That is date. People just know it to be Debino. Yeah, I do buy my own from Aboki, and I'm very sure it is not that healthy because we don't know what they've used to wash it and maybe the flies and everything like that. I think getting your own is more healthy, and at least we need to see how we can work with you. Now, you can't just wake up one day and say I want to do something from dates. Definitely something must has inspired this idea. Something must have come up. Let's say, okay, I need to do something. So can you just take us through maybe in just few seconds or maybe a minute, what inspired you to come up with this product?
All right. Thank you very much for that. Right. So actually, in 2020, one of my very close relative actually was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. And so that means that, his diet has to be like watched and changed, right? So in the bit of, the fact that I love this person, I started researching that instead of earning your sugar, what can this person take that is actually healthier and that would not cause a spike or increase in his blood sugar level. And then I found out about dates. I've always known dates, but I didn't know that it was a superfood that had this much benefit, right? So I started researching. I started, going to see, okay, what can I get from this? What can I, get about this? Considering the fact that I knew that this was my best option, and I wanted to help this my relative to eat healthy and also like regulate his blood sugar level at the time, right? So and then I did a lot of research and I found out, oh, these are the products I could get from it. I did try it first time, I wasn't getting it. So at the moment when I got it, I could say I stayed consistently for 3 months trying. So eventually when I got it, I started giving it out to some of my friends for free. I told them to try it. Like, okay, what do you guys think? Do you think it's something you would buy? So I think it was after I did that consistently for a while because some of them were like, oh, this is really great, and all of that. Or that's when I decided to, look into the business aspect of it that oh we could actually do so much with it, right? This fruit is a lot and most people don't actually pay attention to it. So that's how the journey for Madeochill started.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you very much. I think your story and Miss Deborah's story is somehow relating. You know, she was saying her younger brother had issues and she needs to find solution to it. And you as well, I think some of maybe your family member had an issue, and I think you love the person very much. That is why you think, let me just come up with a solution, and that is what brought up with this idea of a thing. You know, I still want people to see. You know, I'm not just making mouth here. Look at the product here with me. Yeah, it's not as if maybe I'm making out. Look at it. And I will definitely eat this product on the show, definitely for you to see, and definitely you want to have a feel of it. Now, you know, someone sent a comment at the comment section. He said, to Miriam, my question is, being a lawyer, what motivated you to rebrand this popular Debino in a more unique way? I think that is a good question that I want you to answer very quickly. Let me read the question again. He said, to Miriam, my question is, being a lawyer, what motivated you to rebrand this popular Debino in a more unique way?
Okay, thank you for the question, right? I don't know who actually asked that. So aside being a lawyer, I don't know, I used to believe that anyone that has gone through law school and has, gone through law, that says we're just natural problem solvers because we've gone through some rigorous, training and all of that. But aside being a lawyer, I love solving problems. So, leaving, it was when I found out about, okay, this my relative has this disease. So what can we do? So it was in my verge of or intention of trying to solve a problem. That's how I found out about Dabino. And that's why we are here in the world, to make the world better than it is. And I saw that there's a problem and I have a solution for this. Then why can't I just do this and also help other people as I helped my relative to live longer. So yeah, that's how I decided to rebrand Dabino. Yeah.
That's awesome. I think, sometimes as a youth you need to definitely provide solution to some problems. When you are a problem solver, you are a solution maker. Definitely that makes you to stand out and unique in everything you do. Now I think we have more questions at the comment section, but before I go back to that, I'm very sure this is not just the product that you do. Yes, this is not just the only product that you do from Devino. Can you just take us through some products? Myself, I don't believe we can get any product from the beginning. I think it's just for me to eat. When I'm getting what we call the date spread, and I think it's awesome. So can you just take us through some of these products that you get from dates?
Okay. We have about 3 products that we have currently from Dates, and we're also working on other products which will launch soon. And I mean, you get to know about them. But at the moment, we have our Date Sugar. So Date Sugar can be used for like can be used for your puddings, your cereals, can also be used to bake. So in summary, it can actually replace like sugar, like granulated sugar. And it's also very good for children under 6 months, and anyone that is health conscious. If you want to stay off artificial sweeteners, we want to live a sickness free life, right? So this is a go-to product for you. We also have our date syrup, right? So that I can actually you know stand side by side with honey, right? It can replace honey, so that you can use that for your coffee, your pancakes, your if you also have toppings on your yogurt. If you just want something, if you want to have like a very different feeling to your to your meal, you want to have like this caramel like feeling. Yeah, it also gives you a bit of chocolate kind of like feeling, so you can use that. We have the date syrup, right? And the date spread is basically just for you to take with bread. So instead of you taking butter or jam that are not healthy, you can replace our date spread to for your bread. And yeah, so that's the current product that we have. But we're currently working on 2 other products which we will be launching soon.
Yes, thank you very much. I think what you just said last answer Mr. Damilola Akinfewa's question. He said, "Can these dates also be used as bread spread, or only use it to supplement sugar?" And I think you answered that already. So now, Mr. Damilola Akinfenwa, if you want to eat your bread, you can definitely use what we call date spread to eat your bread. And I have a comment from the YouTube page. Someone said, "I think this product also solves the problem of parent fear in introducing artificial sugar to their kids. Well done, Miriam. I think that person is complimenting you. And Mr. Damilola Akinfewa, I think, sent a clap and say, yes, well done, Miriam. Now, for you to not do this alone, and then for you to not be like you are stingy, I think you need to just help us share this video so that it's going to get to more people to watch this video at this moment, because we are trying to see how we can push this product out to people. Yes, people know about it, but definitely we still need to do more of push out for this video and more of marketing for this video. Now, for this product. Now I want to go back to Mrs. Miriam. It is. I want to say this again. I must commend your effort again, and I want to say this because we are both in Kigali, and coming for a forum here in Kigali, I can see different young ladies, different young girls coming up with innovations, coming up with ideas. It's awesome. And I was like, at some point, I was jealous. Like, why is it everything is tailored to women? You see value for her. You see Kinika for you have not seen value for him. Kinika for him. I was like, what happened? Is it just like, are we guys just here? But I can understand that, yes, when you want to be the nation, definitely you need to also invest in a lady, or let me say a girl, that will give you a lot of idea and make you to achieve a lot of things. So we have the Oni Adire and Craft Nigeria. This is quite innovative. Well done, Miriam. Yes, thank you very much. Just keep helping us to share this video, and at least till it get to where it needs to get to. Now, Miriam, I know this is not like a rosy thing. It's not as easy as probably maybe people may think it's easy. Like, you are smiling now. I know definitely that way you have put a lot of effort. They say no pain, no gain. Now, can you just take us through some of the challenges that you faced while you're coming up with these products? Sometimes I know, one thing I believe in life is just that this atmosphere is just enough for everybody to just fly. You can just when you're telling your challenges, you're telling your story, this could be like an inspiration for someone else to start something that you are doing as well, which doesn't even affect you. So just take us through the challenges which you faced while you're coming up with these products.
All right, thank you so much for the question. So I'll just summarize my challenges to 4, even though they can be more than that, right? But I think the first challenge that we faced was, introducing date-based products to the market, where we have a lot of sugar and artificial sweetener, dominant everywhere. So it was actually a lot challenging. So, in this regard, so what we had to do was to do a lot with outreaches and advocacy, speaking about the health benefits of dates, through social media, some other workshops and community events, that we attend. And definitely, I'm sure everyone will relate with this. Another thing we faced was, we had financial constraints. This kind of project, if you really, when it comes to agriculture or this and agro processing, it's more about, the numbers, right? And you definitely need money, right, to get all that you need for you to begin to do a lot. So we faced financial constraints, right, and for us to get our necessary equipment and for us to scale up our operations. So but actually still we say we are in the face of overcoming that, because money is like I don't think it's like a general problem in a way. So so what we are looking around is to securing grants that that are around or in the same, that are looking at funding or giving grants to businesses. We look for grants that are looking at doing what we do, or that we appreciate what we do more. And then we gradually then begin to reinvest the profits back into the business, right? And another thing is the dates. Dates is actually seasonal, right? So for us to keep getting high quality dates, was another challenge, because during off seasons we don't get to have dates. But so I think this aspect, we're able to build stronger relationships with farmers, and then we've been able to develop like a reliable supply chain that could meet our standards in that sense. Another thing is definitely would be customers trust. A lot of I've not heard about dates. What is this? I prefer Oni and all of that. So, but when we were being persistent and also being transparent, so showing them why they should take this, and also with an excellent customer service, We've been able to build a loyal customer base. Yes, so thank you. I don't know if I've answered your question.
Yes, that's awesome. I love the fact that you answered the question in the right way. This is just looking as if you are pitching your business. I want to believe maybe some investors are watching us now. Probably they might want to invest in the business as well. Well, I think I have a comment from someone. He said, this is just a compliment. He said she should keep up and she should keep up. Galba watching from Ghana. That is just it. Nobody knows where this thing is going to get to. That is the power of social media. And someone from the YouTube said, this is quite innovative. Well done, Miriam. That is awesome. Now, we'll just go on this short break because I have a question from what you just said so far. I want to talk about sustainability and how do you ensure quality. But before we go on that question, let us just go on this short break. But before we go on the short break as well, I think people that are just joining us, they need to know what we are talking about. I want to show you the product. This is what we are talking about. That is date spread. This is also another one as well. We have the date, the syrup as well that is made from date. So let us just go on this short break. When we come back from that short break, we are going to be having Mrs. Mariam again to talk to us about the product that they are telling us about. Yes.
E pass wetin you go just break, e comot, e chop, abi you soak garri. Yes o, coconut e pass chop. Coconut na one fruit wey everything for im body plus even the shell e get important use. You sef no know ba? Na why you gat to patronize TUJ coconut products. TUJ coconut products na 100% from coconut. Talk about coconut oil wey dem dey use treat arthritis, coconut oil for cooking, coconut flour, coconut chips, coconut swallow, coconut oil, cold press and hot press, plus all the coconut products wey you dey find. Our head office dey number 12 Adebowale Caroline Street off Winner Street, Aradagun, Badagry. We also dey deliver for anywhere for inside Naija abi outside Naija. All you need to do na to call us abi chat us for this number 0806 475 4853 0806 475 4853. Abi make you follow us for all our social media pages at TUJ Coconuts. TUJ Coconut Products na chiamo for different better coconut products wey you dey find.
Yes, thank you very much. Welcome back from that short break. In case you are just joining us, this is Mrs. Mariam Adebayo. She's the founder of a brand that do a lot with what we call dates. This is the product. Now, before I will go back to her, I think I want to do something. It's not something I always do, but I need to do this because I want people to know about this. And I think I have my spoon here, so I think I want to just taste this now. Let's see how it looks. In case you want to get this, I think you can always get across to her. Look at it. Our number is just on the screen. When you see that thing that is scrolling on your screen, you can get a number from there. And definitely you are going to contact her on what you need when it comes to date spread and the date syrup as well. This is a good one. I think I need to take this again. Now, going back to Mrs. Mariam Adebayo, I wanted to ask about how do you ensure quality? Sometimes one of the problems we have as a business person is that when you see that you have high demand for some things, probably you have a standard before, but because you must meet up with your demand, or definitely you start reducing the standard or something. So how do you ensure quality control? And also, you talk about date is not like maize, it's not like cassava that even anybody can grow anywhere. So it is seasonal and it grows. It's not everywhere that it grows. So how do you ensure that, yes, sustainability of your product, that is the raw material that you use for all these things? So how do you ensure the quality control, and also how do you make sure that you get some of these products, your raw materials, readily available?
All right, thank you for that. So in terms of quality control of our products, so we have like some quality control measures at every stage of our production, from sourcing of our dates to final production to packaging and all of that. So, and we actually do a lot of inspection, right? And also testing samples of, batches of product to be sure that they are of the high standard that we've set for our production. And another thing that we do is also that we try to stay updated with latest trends, right? And we also continuously seek ways to improve our practices. We try to work with quality control experts, right, who can help us in training our team in terms of product quality and ensuring that our products always meet up to standard. So in terms of ensuring the sustainability of the date fruit, I think I mentioned that earlier, that we have been able to build relationships with farmers that supplies date to us. So whenever we need them, we actually we're sure that we get the best dates from them.
Mhm. Yes, that's
Can you hear
awesome.
me?
That's a good one. Yes, I can hear you. That's a good one from you. I think that is perfect. That is good because when you're talking about business, you need to think about sustainability as well. So, and I love the fact that you talk about the quality control because definitely you need to work with experts that let you know that yes, this product is still maintaining the same standard that we started with. I think that is a good one. Yes, if you are just joining us, this is Mrs. Mariam Adebayo. I'm sorry, Mrs. just entering my mouth. Sorry, this is Mrs. Mariam Adebayo. Like she's the producer of the date spread. Yes, and she does it from date. And I think this is the product. In case you don't know, this is the product. If you are just joining us, this is the product. This is made from date, and I tasted it. Some people will say, you are even eating on your show. No, I need to because I need to let you know that what I'm promoting is not something that will have any maybe side effect or bad effect on you. So I want to appreciate Mrs. Miriam Adebayo for coming up with this kind of idea. One thing that I want to talk about again is look at this color combination. Look at this green. Look at this. I don't even know this color. This is enticing. It's attractive. Even if we don't want to buy before, look at the bag. Look at the souvenir bag. Look at this. Even if you don't want to buy before, you definitely want to buy because of something. Because of something. Now, as a youth out there, please, if you are thinking of pushing out any product outside, I think you need to work with maybe a good brand manager or maybe a good graphic designer that can help you to come up with color combination. Color combination really matters. It really has a lot to do when it comes to branding as well. So, Mrs. Miriam Adebayo, well done. Thumbs up again for this product for coming up with this branding. Now, I think another thing we'll talk about now is we've talked about your product, and I'm very sure after this show, people will definitely patronize. I believe that, and I want to believe you can always supply even outside Nigeria, outside the country. Do you do that? Do you have the capacity of doing that?
Yes, I do. I do have the
Yes.
capacity to do that.
Yes, someone said, this is Omonike Oni Olide. Said, great innovation. Well done, Miriam. Yes, Mr. Damilola Akinfenwa, I think you are giving us money or what? Okay, this is the badge. So thank you very much for that. So just please keep sharing this video. We want this video to get more views and more share. Please just continue to share this video so that it's going to get to many people now. Now, my question is this for Miriam. I think we are both in Kigali and we are like a delegate, just youth attending this program to see how we can connect and at least network with other people as well. So I'll be asking the question in the area of youth because I think we are in a session where the former president of Nigeria, that is Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, was here today giving us some talk about what youth can do. He was talking about the challenges we are facing in agriculture and he also provides some solution. So you as a woman, yes, you are a woman in the agri space, which you choose added value to what you do. So what advice will you give to women like you, or let me say young ladies that are thinking of starting a business, an agri business, they want to be an agripreneur. So what advice will you give to them? I'm very sure it's not that easy, especially the agri space. So what advice will you give to them?
All right, thank you for that question. Because sometimes I feel like I still need more advice. But um, so the what I would say is that in terms of you have to be confident, right? Those that win in life. I mean, are those that are confident, not necessarily those that have the best ideas, right? So you have to trust and believe in what you're trying to build, right? Some other persons might not believe you at first, but in the long run, your confidence will convince them, right? And I would also like to say that you should understand that entrepreneurship is full of ups and downs, right? It's not like you having a stable job as much as it is at your early stage. You will definitely experience this, so you just understand that it's an opportunity for you to learn and for you to grow, right? And
Yeah.
also understand that every obstacle that you actually face or that you over like when you face and then you overcome them makes you stronger and more resilient. I used to speak with some of my friends that are entrepreneurs. I used to be like, entrepreneurship has made us, do things we never thought we could do. And that if we even want to start any, want to go back into the career world, we'll just fly because, it's entrepreneurship makes you more responsible. I don't know. Yeah, that's been my experience. And I've actually asked, other people, so those that do genuine business, right? So, and I also advise that you need people, surround yourself with people that actually really can support you and that kind of uplift you, right? And you could be your mentors, you could be fellow entrepreneurs that you trust, it could be your friends. So, when you have a strong network, you can always get guidelines, you can get, encouragement, you can get connections, valuable connections that you need. It's very important that you do that. And I think another thing that you must also learn is that you have to keep learning, right? Just like I said, entrepreneurship will stretch you. So you don't want to be in that fix where you have problems and you don't know how to solve it. Even if you don't know how to solve it, you should know what you need to do so that even if you're going to get somebody, you are not going to be under the boss. So when you're even speaking to, say, your partners or probably potential investors, and you're talking about your problem, and you don't speak like someone that doesn't understand your business. So as an entrepreneur, you know the in and out of your business, irrespective of the fact that you might not be the one that is actually solving the problem, right? So you should know what it is you're doing and like everything that runs in your business, right? And another thing is you have to be persistent, right? Challenges will come and all of that. You have to be persistent about it, right? Success don't happen overnight. You have to keep being persistent about it. And also, I think another thing for young entrepreneurs is you have to understand what patience means because when it comes to agriculture, right, and also agro processing, your reward, you don't expect you to just start making so much money maybe your first year, your second year. It depends on the kind of business that you have and the structure that you have. So you have to be patient to reap the rewards of what you put in your business, and don't be in haste and then do shady things that definitely will dent the image of your brand and all of that. So that's I believe that's one of the things I would advise women, in business to, put up. Yeah.
Yes, thank you very much. I think at some point I even lost count. I don't even know the numbers of advice you give to them again, but I think I can go back to some of the things you said. You talk about self-confidence. Someone said, that is Iyanoluwa Aliu said, self-confidence is key. Lebile Atinuke said, well done, girl. And Damilola said, can she tell us the price and can it be gotten in Ibadan? Yes, we'll get to that. Yes, you're talking about persistence, you're talking about patience, and I want to say something about that. Agriculture is not a get quick rich business. I think people need to put that in their head. Agriculture is not a get quick rich business. That it's not like transportation business that you just take your bus or you take your bike, you go to my two and you come back, you make money. No, that is not agriculture. You must definitely make sure that you have that patience that yes, I need to invest before I earn. And you also said something about learning as well. I believe that you need to learn before you earn. That is it, and it's also applicable to agriculture as well. You must learn every day, stay updated. Yes, stay updated and make sure you learn so that you're able to stay in vogue and at least know more about agricultural sector. Yes, Atinuke said patience is key in entrepreneurship. Yes, thank you very much. People that are watching us, I want to appreciate you so much. Please just try and help share this video to get to more people for them to be able to watch and see what is happening here. Now, let us go back to your product. Now, someone was asking about the price, that how much do you sell and how do you do all this thing. But now what I want you to talk about is this now. Now, can you convince me that yes, instead of me going to Aboki to buy dates, I think this is the best one for me. Now, I said it earlier on that this is just like you are doing pitching now. Investors will be here. Did you get it now? So now, can you convince me that yes, buying this date spread is better for me than going to Aboki on the street to get my debut?
All right, thank you for the question. So, in terms of comparison, right? So, the dates that you get from the malam on the streets um, could actually uh, um, could actually have gone through some bad, manufacturing practices also, and in terms of cleanliness, in terms of hygiene, and also, in terms of you don't even know what kind of water, what kind of process that gone through, or where the data has been stored for a while, right? And and that is definitely not hygienic for you. But for us, aside the fact that you are taking the best of dates, right? Um, so many people that we've sold to say I never liked dates, but I like your products, and that's because they saw the sweetness. Maybe when you buy from the malam, is just a bare date, right? But the one that we are giving to you tastes more delicious, is nutritional, and is hygienically processed, right? So you don't have worries as to the health content, like your health in terms of like how the adverse effect on your health, and you're sure that you're taking the best. And even when you take our product, there's a way your body feels, right? So your body
Yes,
feels good. Yeah.
yes, I can testify to it that even if you take our product, there is a way your body feels. You can see, I can't even stop taking this. I think yes, my body is feeling somehow, and that means my body is feeling good now. Yes, that is a good one from you, and I think you've been able to answer my question correctly. Now, someone from Ghana said, "How much do you sell how much do you sell it in Ghana cedis?" I know we may not be able to do that now, but probably you're going to tell us the price in naira. Then the person is going to convert it to cedis. Now that will answer the question that someone asked: that can she tell us the price and can it be gotten in Ibadan? Now I think I said it earlier on that this show is going to open door for international. Like probably you have been selling it international as well outside the country, but people will know more about it. So now, how do you sell? How much do you sell? Do you sell in bulk? Do you sell in pieces? Do you if someone is if someone wants like 1,000 pieces as souvenir in their event, can you supply to them? Is it possible that you can do that? And another question I want you to answer with that is just that: do you take investment? Now definitely you want grants, you want to expand. Now, why if grant is not coming? Do you take investment? So answer the two questions. Then we round up on the show.
All right, thank you for the questions. Okay, so in terms of the price, we sell PCs if you want us to, we sell white labels if you want us to do, and we also sell in bulk for maybe those that wants to rebrand they want to have maybe get like in kegs or yeah and in liters. I mean, and they want to that's for the syrup in itself. And but we actually don't have like a strict rule in terms of how we sell. It depends on what you want, and then if we have a conversation and there's an agreement and it's a win-win for both parties, we're open to exploring. So for our products, we have different sizes, right? But I would say the average price for them is about 3,000 naira. That's in naira, right? So, but we have products to like 6,000, and that's like so we have it's based on the sizes. So if you're interested in getting our price list, you can reach out to me on WhatsApp, or you drop your contact and the comments, then I reach out to you after the call, right? And also for investment. So I believe that investment is a win-win thing, right? So we are open to conversations around that, but we have to like check in to see what investments will do to us and also to you in return, right? So we're open to just such conversations. If you're interested, you can shoot us, maybe I'll drop my email in the comments, or you send us an email, or probably my WhatsApp number so we can talk.
Yes, thank you very much. I just want to say something, and this is just a compliment. There is one kind way that all these lawyers they do talk. I think you have that accent, you have that intonation. So I want to definitely appreciate you for that. And also, in case you don't know, Mrs. Mariam Adebayo, she's a lawyer by profession, and definitely she now say, okay, I have passion for agriculture, and that is why she picked adding value to date. That is why she picked that. So I want to appreciate the fact that you come on our show today. Thank you very much for coming on our show. But before you go, I know we are both in Kigali. I want you to just give a brief about probably you've been like in Kigali for like 3 or 4 days now. So can you just tell us maybe what you've been able to learn so far from the African Food System Summit? That is the forum that we are having currently in Kigali. And what are the things you want to say about that? Maybe just like a brief or probably maybe an update to people. So what have you learned so far? And what do you think? Would you love to come back to this kind of forum maybe if you have the opportunity again? So then we'll use that one to wrap up the show.
All right, thank you very much. So the summit has been enlightening. I mean, meeting key decision makers in the food industry, and getting to see that, oh, your dreams are valid, and them sharing their journey and advices and all of that has been really great. I mean, I'm so glad I came. Right. So for my key takeaway that I've heard from them recently has been that there's a need for us to understand why people eat what they eat, right? So we shouldn't just wrap our head around about thinking that, oh, because I make this, I just assume people would eat it, but we should actually understand why people eat what they do, why they eat it. Like, so then, and also it's important that you also understand the nutritional impact of your products, or of their, the choices that they pick. So that way it's very crucial for you to, influence whatever policy that you're doing with whatever your food or products you're, doing. And there was also another thing that, that has been mentioned in the summit, that says that a world without nutrition is like a world without oxygen, right? So we should be very deliberate about our nutrition, right? It shouldn't be something that we overlook. It shouldn't be an option, right? We should take nutrition seriously, right? From what we eat, what we drink. We should be very conscious, and also understanding about hunger, right? Like hunger in the world, and that hunger should be redefined. Some persons are defining hunger as what it shouldn't be, right? So we should understand that hunger doesn't mean that there's no availability of food, right? So that's actually what my key takeaways from the sessions so far.
Yes, thank you very much. From YouTube, someone said, "Be intentional about your nutrition." That is awesome. The person is just repeating what you said, and someone said, "What is the distribution channel like?" I know people can always reach out back to you, probably on your WhatsApp number or maybe your email. I think I will just pin that on at the comment section when maybe after this. He said, "Eating hunger is real." Someone said, and that is Atinuke. She said, "Eating hunger is real." Yes, awesome. Yes, I think we need to go now because we have like just few minutes to go. So I want to just appreciate Mrs. Mariam Adebayo for your time, and at least for coming on board to talk to our younger generation and at least give your advice as well. So thank you very much for coming. And for me to repeat, and let me say to summarize what we just did today, this is just a session with Mrs. Mariam Adebayo. She's the producer of that is date spread, which can be used to eat bread. I think Mr. Damilola Akinfenwa liked bread too much. That is why he asked that can this be used to eat bread. So it is a product that is made from dates, and there are other products too that they do. But we are talking about this today because I have it with me and I've tasted it, and now I'm feeling very good now because it is something that you definitely eat and it's nutritious and delicious. So in case you want to get across to them, maybe you want to buy their products, their number is what? Just check the thing that is scrolling on your screen. Just check it. Mr. Lamela Akifewa, sorry, I'm not abusing you. I know everybody likes bread, but definitely for you to ask that can it be used to spread on bread, definitely you love bread even more than me. Now, for people that are just joining us, this is Mrs. Adebayo Miriam. She has taken us through our products. But for you to know what we are talking about, let me just show you. Let me just show you the product that we are talking about. It is spread. Look at it. This is just awesome. Look at the branding. Look at the date spread. We have another one here. We have the date syrup, and we have the date chips. We have date chips. Are you telling me that is a chips or what? Okay. Yeah, I think. Do you have that here with you in Kigali?
I don't have that here.
Hey, hey,
I don't
you
have
don't
it in
focus.
Kigali, right?
You
So
don't focus. You don't focus. Because I would love to taste almost all your product now. These are good ones. Look at it. These
you
are
can
something that
always
you
get my
definitely.
product. You can always get my
Yes.
product. I can
Yes.
reach you. We're both
No,
in Lagos.
okay, in case you want to get across to her, just call the number that is scrolling on your screen. That is 080 9763 6008. Am I right? 080 So I'm very sure you can always continue this conversation at the comment section. Just drop your comments, drop your question. Definitely, Mrs. Miriam Adebayo will definitely answer to them. And I also believe this is going to be a channel that is going to open door for investment, open door for more patronage, open door for exports, yes, for people to get, because this is something that you can, if you want to do events, you can use this as souvenirs. People will say, You are doing something different. Yes, let us do something unusual, something uncommon. You can use this as a souvenir. When you give someone this and they know the nutritional value and the health benefit of this, they will definitely want to come back to your event again. Yes, I think we are running out of time. What we do is just we see how we can link up with people that are doing very great in their book space, and one of them is Mrs. Mariam Adebayo. So I will be going now, and I want to say a very big thank you to her once again for giving us a good branding of your product. You are really doing a very good job. Yes, my name is Garuba Afisolumide once again. My name is Garuba Afisolumide. I'm an advocate when it comes to agriculture. A social media manager, and also a broadcaster. Yes, I'm an on-air personnel. Yes, and also anything that deals with media in agriculture. I'm also a farmer as well. Yes, I do snail farming. I do fish farming as well. I'm not just telling you what I don't do. I practice what I preach. That is just it. So till I come your way next time, I know definitely we'll have enough time with Mrs. Mariam Adebayo. Probably will be visiting our factory soon when we get back to Nigeria, so that you see that what you are buying is coming from an hygienic place. Now, yes, like come your way next time. My name is Garuba Afisolumide once again. Yes, I want to appreciate all our followers, everybody that commented, everybody that like and share. Thank you very much for doing that. Till I come your way next time, I say bye-bye and God bless.
Farming is not just a job. Farming is a way of life. A desolate land is a land thirsty of farmers. And because we know how important farmers are to every nation, that's why we reintroduce to you the voice of the farmers.